Moving away from the idea of actual use and how people lived, I'm just wondering if we could return to the idea of surrealism and how that might have influenced, because you've already spoken about the Magritte painting, for example.
Well, there's a great kind of, in the Spender photographs, there's a great one of the back of a boy's head, which is pure Magritte.
Right.
He must have known that. Because often I get, anyway, a kind of feeling of empty landscapes. Very few kind of people in the photographs. Although I did read, apparently he was quite a shy person and kind of, didn't like photographing people.
Spender?
Yeah. It wasn't his thing. He came out of German expressionism.
New objectivity.
Yeah.
Apparently he was influenced by De Chirico. I read recently, which is interesting, and even that comes out in some of the photos.
Yeah. Well, there's that photograph of Blackpool. There's kind of a couple of photographs of Blackpool, which are very Chirico. Yeah, especially that one. There's just one man striding.
It's a man with his arms behind his back in a dark suit, walking towards Blackpool Pleasure Beach. But he trained as an architect. Humphrey Spender, and he took some of his more surrealist photographs, or ones he took for the Architectural Review, I think. There's definitely interested in symmetry and form in buildings, and that comes across in the Bolton photographs.
Yeah, well, initially when I saw them, I kind of thought, these are so good, I can't do anything with them.
They were so perfect.
It would be kind of a travesty to kind of, and then gradually, I think, I kind of absorbed some of his viewpoint. There's one, which I'm sorry, I didn't show you, which is a photograph of two boys holding chicken feet. And they're playing with them kind of as if they're aeroplanes. And I've made these two aeroplanes, which got chicken feet all over them. And the aeroplane is based on I can't remember the model number, Lockheed kind of aeroplane, which Joseph Chamberlain brought back for kind of a piece an hour time. There's that great photograph of them coming out of the aeroplane.
So the idea of the bizarre, would you say that that's really the element that you've brought to a lot of this material that you've been looking at in the archive? But, both Spender's own take on things and...
Yeah. Well, that's that surreal thing of two or three objects coming together and making up a kind of a story which is ironic, kind of bizarre. Yeah.
And bringing the humour in, because it always strikes me that you manage to bring humour to works without being overly satirical, which is a really fine line to tread. Are you conscious when you're making your work about where you fall? That goes back a long time, because it used to annoy me that kind of people said that my work was humorous. It was simply because I kind of thought those people don't understand humour. But humour is so, there's pathos, bathos, kind of all types of humour. It's a very kind of wide, deep field. Yeah.
And often the humorous is written off as frivolity. It's not anything but frivolity. It's how we cope with the world.
Yes.
I've got a show coming up in Geneva, and in their blurb they put in humorous. I got them to take it out.
Yeah.
I don't want people kind of to go in and say, oh, this is humorous.
Yeah.
They might come out and say, oh, it was humorous, but not to go in and say,
so you don't want people to preempt.
I'm not setting myself up as a kind of,
but your work does provokes reaction, doesn't it?
Of ceramics.
Yeah.
The Entertainer.
It'd be hard to
One of my favourite films. Because that is so sad. That is so kind of like got so many different things in it. It's incredibly sad film, but very funny as well. Just.
Yeah, and then.